And we're here on the Sisters Unedited show. I am Cassandra Wilson, and I'm here with my sister.
I am Tara Porter, and we are here with our guest, Brother Unedited. Tell him your name.
My name is Ken Lamothe.
Welcome back, Ken.
Welcome back, Carter. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, we have to pay homage to our sisters that are not here.
Yeah.
They're not dead or nothing. They're just not here. Shamika's sick again. Shamika, we need you well.
But she's
Come
getting
on back.
better. She's getting better. She should be here next week.
We need to hear about Aunt Faye and all of them.
We can't wait for the family updates.
Yes.
They're our
and
favorites.
Kimberly is not here. She's probably on fire somewhere.
She is on fire, baby. Working them out. You should check it out.
Getting fit.
Getting
She's probably
fit.
somewhere eating vegetables.
I
Hey,
know,
Kim,
not
we
cake.
miss you. Well, don't talk devil talk.
No, I'm just saying, she's not eating the fun stuff. the good stuff.
We need to go back to a couple of episodes. But anyway, listen. Today's show, we're going to be talking about financial savviness or being financially savvy.
Awesome.
And when we talk about being financial savvy, I got a couple of words that I'm going to use later in the show. And it's not from Tara's dictionary, but they're like cuss words.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not going to cuss on the air.
The bad words in the subject of financially
Yeah,
savvy?
like the B word.
I know. I hate that one. Yeah. They don't know, but you're going to have to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what's cool is this guy.
This guy right here
We
is
got
going
him to come back this week, and he knows a lot about being financially savvy. And I thought that he just helped to clean people's credit, but I was informed that he teaches people, and to me, that's huge.
Right.
Teaching people what they need to know about being financially
It's-
savvy and credit and the whole system of things. And he said something about getting some checks.
get some checkers.
Checkers.
Checkiness. That's a new word, people. Checkiness. Look it up. You're not going to find it, but just come on right back and watch us now.
Right.
So, Ken, listen. I have some questions about being financial savvy because if we were financially savvy, then we probably wouldn't have to call you to get some education.
That's right.
Because we've gotten unfinancially savvy.
No, we didn't get unfinancially savvy.
It
We
jumped
just
on us?
we've never
Hasn't
been financially savvy. Some of us just haven't. It's but that goes back. I love the word legacy, and it goes back to that what you learn from home. And unfortunately, one of the things that parents and families are not sitting down talking to children about is finances.
Right.
I mean, they don't even, when I was growing up, when I went to school, we had a class in our business math class, and they taught us how to balance a checkbook.
Economics.
I needed to know how to add, subtract, carry the two all the way over. But they don't teach that anymore in schools, do they? They don't teach you how to balance a checkbook. They don't even teach you what a checkbook is.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
It's a
And
setup,
so
be
our
aware.
kids, they're not good with money. And just like I have a daughter in college. I think you have one in college,
I
on
do.
her way to college. And as soon as they get on campus, they give them a credit card.
Yep.
They don't have a job,
Right.
but they give them a credit card.
But that's why
And
families have
we've
to be
been
having these
working for 40
conversations.
years and underground railroad, everything, but we can't get a
And
credit card.
the
Right.
children see the credit card application come in, and once they're approved, they think it's free money. It's a
Money.
bottomless pit. But in real life, that is not.
And no one is
Negatively.
educating these children on what to do. Okay, you have to pay this off. You have to get a job to work for it to pay this off. When the bill comes, you don't hand it to mama. You're right. And so now, even as adults, we're not financially savvy.
No,
We run out, we buy, and we
Don't
get
know
more
what
in
you're
debt.
signing.
You know, one of the things that I always talk about that I have always wanted to do, I have never mastered it. I have said I don't have time and a bunch of other things, and some people think this is so petty, but people, the couponers, like that is fascinating to me when people go and get hundreds of dollars of groceries for pennies on the dollar. Now, you may not have time and you may not be that extreme, but imagine if you did just start with small habits like that every month, how it could make a huge difference in your income and level of financially being savvy.
Yeah.
Right now, Kim, what if you were able with a coupon to get 27 packs of chicken for $1?
Boy,
I have coupons
how many?
stacked up.
Right? You gonna spend you about $20 on that chicken.
Right. Chicken does a body good. Just remember that.
I agree. You know what? Even small things like, say a single mother, for example. I'm a single mom. It's a great idea to even if some people feel like, well, I don't have much money to budget, so what is there really to teach my child? You are still paying bills somehow, and it is very important, even if you don't have a huge budget or a massive budget, whatever it is that you're spending, you're running your household somehow. And I just think even with bare minimum, you should be teaching your children how you do it. Because those are some of the best budgeters on the planet, people who don't have a lot of money.
Here's the thing, and you're right. The thing is, though, when you talk about budgeting, you say people, well, I don't have enough to budget with. Well, the problem is just that it now depends on how you need to now shift and cut back in some other areas.
Right, what you have.
So if you're going to work every day and you say, okay, I'm going to hit the vending machines and, okay, now you've spent $20, but you didn't
Starbucks.
budget that.
Right.
Starbucks every day.
Right.
We did an actual example in a class where a lady would go to Starbucks every single day and she would spend $7.
Wow.
5 days a week, sometimes 6. At the end of the year, she spent over $1,200 at Starbucks.
That's called nickeling and diming yourself broke.
Right. Yeah.
Terrible habit.
And there's things that we can cut back on. We just don't want to because they're comfortable for us. So do you have to have that designer bag? Is it really out of season?
You know what I like to do? I love calling AT&T. What kind of deal you have this month?
You do that too?
What?
Yes.
Well, why would I keep paying extra money when I could get it cheaper? Now, is that fun? No. Does it make me happy when I get great results? Yes. Even small things like that. AT&T, for example, you could be paying for telephone, a landline, cell phone, UVerse, and what else do they have? Your internet.
Too much.
Mm-hmm.
You could be paying for 4 services on that one bill, and they make you think that because you're bundling, you're getting a great deal.
Right.
It's convenient because you've bundled, but you could be getting the worst deal. And I have had people, I used to do a business where we were brokering energy and things. I had a friend tell me, he was like, look, T, nobody cares about your business because people don't want to do that in the first place. People only want to sign up for energy or whatever services you have when they have to. That's foolishness. I agree that that's the way people do it, but that's foolishness because you're blowing money like that.
Right.
Why wouldn't you do comparative shopping? You just go and turn it on with any company or the last company you had or the one your neighbor uses or the one your mom uses without checking the rates. Like you said, that coffee, if they would just add up those dollars, you'd be surprised at the end of the year. You spent your vacation money that you could have taken your children out of town or, you need a new car. You could have gotten a new car, but you drank it all from Starbucks.
Or get your business started. Pay my invoice.
Or that. Or invest.
Wow, now that's another cuss word.
Yeah.
Because certain cultures and community invest.
What's that?
They're not going to invest. And I keep hearing, I was talking to a gentleman out of Memphis where he was talking about, we got to buy black and the Black Wall Street and this and that. And I said, listen, until you change a mindset, you're talking to wet paint because nothing's going to happen. And I said, so until we start to change mindsets, it's funny because I think I was speaking on a tour. I was talking about, having a mentor or being a part of a mastermind. And I remember my mentor told me, just like it was yesterday, hey, Chuck, he says, Cassandra, if I ever see you wear your wealth on your back, don't ask me another question. And he said, because wealthy people, not rich people, they don't need to be seen in the latest car. The objective is to get to point B, right, without being in debt.
Right.
And so what we have to do is get the latest Jordans and get the latest car and get our Benz.
And you know what that
gotta
does
do
for
this.
you? You know what that does for you? That draws attention and people are watching, thinking, because you're advertising yourself as if you have a lot, now you're drawing people to you who need a lot. Because
Right.
they think you have a lot, and that's just foolishness.
And then they always want to borrow 20.
Yeah. Can I hold something? Remember that?
Yeah, right. And so at some point, the madness has got to stop. I mean, everybody's saying, this is my season. I'm in the shift. If one other person talking about that shift, I'm in the shift. God is shifting me. Well, not really. Until you change, I like to say stop, drop, and roll. Until you stop and look at what you're doing and change some behaviors, there's no way you're going to go to the next level because you'll be dragging.
And you're not ready. You won't be ready. If you don't change your mindset, you won't be ready. Just like the perfect example, young athletes. It just breaks my heart every time I see a person who goes into this huge contract and they get an amazing amount of money and then one day they're broke because they went into it feeling like they hit the shift. But your mindset, you didn't ever prepare, yourself how to live like that. How to, if you're used to dealing with 4 digits, That's cool. But when you
Right.
get ready to move up to 5 digits and start having more commas in your life, you have to learn how to live like that and maintain it.
See what that's called? That's called ignorance.
It is.
And it's not ignorance in the sense of
Stupidity or anything
stupidity,
like that.
right?
Just not
It's
knowing.
more the fact that you don't you don't understand.
The power.
It's the ignorance because of
Right.
the fact that what people do, they do according to what they understand. So if I don't understand it and I make bad decisions, it's because that's all I knew. And so the problem with a lot of people that I see is the fact that they think they know, but they don't want nobody to know that they don't know.
Right.
So
and
we
that's
fake it till
pride.
we make it.
Yeah, that's
right?
pride.
So we fake it till we make it kind of thing. Because in what I do every day, I see it. And when I start talking about different things, and they say, "Well, you know what? I got some of them problems too," but they're the ones that you go to. All right. So they don't want people don't want to be known to be ignorant.
Yeah.
But we
That's
just don't
unfortunate.
understand
That's
that
a curse.
And
That's a
that's
curse.
probably
It's-
why
it's
you have to
horrible.
have an office with an iron curtain and a door and the walls that come down and the bulletproof glass that come up to let people know, okay, your secrets are safe with me.
Right.
Okay, because everybody have had a debt issue or having debt
And
issues.
knowledge is power. That is a true statement. Knowledge is power. When you, to me, especially if you are the kind of person who is ignorant and you only know what you know, but you're trying to be in the shift, you have to be. You can't be too prideful. You have to be willing to. You have to know that there are things that you don't know.
Yeah, you can't be the smartest one in your group.
You just cannot.
And let me tell you, it's funny because people go, Cassandra, I just want to follow you. I want you to mentor me. I want to go everywhere you go. I'm like, stop. You're not ready. Because the way I roll and the way I run, you're not ready. But number two, there are sometimes I go to events, not because I'm going to network or build relationship. I'm going to learn.
Right. Me
And
too.
so I'm like, oh my God, that's a great speaker. I'm going to invest in myself, so I'm going to pay to go to a conference.
Pay to go to a conference.
Right. It's not free.
And listen, a good conference is worth any amount of money that it costs when you can go there and learn from an amazing array of speakers like
The Run
Run
Women's
Women's
Conference.
Conference.
Oh my God! I'm
Oh
so
my
glad you
God.
brought that up.
Oh
But
my
listen,
God.
there are conferences that I go to where I just want to go and learn. I went to a conference. I did a conference in Atlanta, and then I went to someone else's conference and learned about blogging. Now I'm going to Blogalicious. I am like, I need to get this blogging thing down. I don't know everything there is to know about blogging,
Right.
and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
And it's a lot of fun too. I don't know if people realize this, but learning things is fun. If there is a certain type of business that you're in or trying to break into, when you start learning, it's so powerful. When you start to really learn and really like, okay, I get it. I'm learning, I'm listening, I'm around people. They say be around people doing the things you want to be doing.
Right, and I don't have anything against webinars, but sometimes being in the
Oh,
midst,
I like the live situation.
the
yeah.
live, you get the energy.
You can ask
And
questions.
then you can ask questions, and then you'll vibe up. Oh my God, I didn't think to do that. I could do, and someone could be whispering, "Oh, I should maybe put, buttercream frosting on top." It's like, oh, I never thought to do that.
That's
and
right.
now you have an idea that can just soar and take
whole
off, and now
nother
you're a
level.
millionaire. And now, you can have all your friends to get TVs and computers and watch Sisters Unedited. See how that works out?
Yeah.
This is a win-win situation for
Aye.
everybody.
It works.
It works. So now listen, back to being financially savvy. Now Ken's talking about credit, and Ken is he teaches on credit education, right?
Right.
And so Ken has a program. I sat and listened to you in Houston for Run Women's Conference on the Run Vision Tour in Houston. We were at April 16th a few weeks ago, and Ken had like a whole little conference going on. I said, did he pay for this conference room? I don't remember. But anyway, and he sat there and he just educated these women about credit and getting money in the mailbox and how you can get money. And listen, it was so phenomenal. It was like little baby chicks.
Maybe he'll share a tip before he leaves today.
I'm gonna
Maybe
let him
a
talk. I know we're not letting
Just
him
a little
talk.
bit.
This is Sisters Unedited. We just,
Go ahead, sisters.
we have to keep the party going. But that's just how we roll.
Yeah.
Well, what you have is amazingly valuable. So when we come back,
Okay.
we definitely want to peel your head back a little bit.
Peel
Just a little bit.
his muffin top.
Peel your muffin cap back, Blue. When we
Okay.
come back on Sisters Unedited, we're going to hear more from Ken.
We'll be right back after these messages.
And we are back. Sisters Unedited, I'm very excited personally. During the break, we do a lot of chatting, and I was really being educated. So I'm looking forward to you sharing with the people more about what it is that you do.
Gotta give
I just
them
think
what
it's
they
seriously powerful. I think it's amazing.
Okay.
Share.
So, yeah, talk to us about credit, how we can get money. We
How we
need
can get
money
money.
on bad credit. I'm sorry, we need some money.
On bad credit? That's a good promo to that. So here's the thing. What happens is, though, our people are not educated enough to understand exactly what credit and debt is really about. So anytime we ask a question, what is debt? Could you answer it? Do you know what that is? Do you know?
I think it's when I owe.
It's
There you go. When you owe. So then the person that you owe, so you think, do you really?
Okay.
So that becomes the question.
Oh.
So everybody that gets phone calls from the debt collectors, telemarketers, you get letters in the mail from those individuals that's sending you something that says you owe. Matter of fact, every single letter that comes in the mail to a person is considered mail fraud. Every single letter.
save them.
Every single letter.
She's
Anytime
going to
you
the
get those-
mailbox as soon as she leaves from here. Forget them.
Right away.
So all the phone calls that you get from the debt collectors that you don't give them permission, they're worth a minimum $500 every time they call you.
Girl, I know you getting ready to call some, hey, dead people, you ain't called me.
Well,
When was
listen,
the last time? What
I
happened?
wish we had had this conversation sooner because I worked on my credit and
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
But you
can
know
still
some
work
people,
on
we
it.
know some people that's watching that your credit is not so great, and you got some people calling you. And that's what he's saying. If they're calling you, save that, right?
Exactly.
Have a little chit, call them up and say, hey, we ain't heard from you in a long time. I know you've been looking for this Ford F-150. You ain't called me. I ain't made no payment in 6 months. Why haven't I heard from you? I'm
Right.
sorry. Maybe not. Okay.
Yeah. Because the idea is the fact that the law says that you have to have given them permission, but it's the conduct in the way that they call you. So when they call you through automated systems, you know, when you pick up that phone and you say, hello, hello, and then they say, hey, may I speak with so-and-so? And then by that time you done hung up.
yeah, I'm out of there.
All right? Because don't nobody call you and say, hold on.
Right.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah,
hold
dead
on, hold please. You be like, dude. So when you get that call, just keep in mind that that's a minimum $500
Every call.
every call.
You're like, I'll
Every
hold.
can't
And
wait
you
for
start
my
singing the
phone.
whole music.
Okay.
I mean, we have a guy that's collected as much as $109,000.
Shut the front door and lock it.
Right.
In the back.
Yeah. Side entries, windows, all of them.
Do tell.
So the idea is the fact that, you know, for a lot of people, your credit can be your side job.
Your side
let me
hustle.
tell you
Yeah.
something.
That's your part-time job, I promise you. Because here's the thing, every time you get a letter in the mail, that's a potential $1,000 that's owed to you, just from the letter.
We're
So
not
you
cutting the
cut-
show short
No.
so you can go to your mailbox. It's not what we're getting ready to do. You got to stay for the whole
Yeah,
duration.
whole thing. So, coupled with the phone calls, a letter, and what's possibly on your credit. So just think about if that person that sent you the letter has some information on your credit, that could be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 just from that one person.
Do
So
tell.
you should go and apply for a house right now. And if it's on your credit, they owe you the value of that house that you were not able to get because they
Yeah.
put some on your credit and they wasn't supposed to. Can we do that?
Yeah.
What?
This is serious information. Like I'm learning. Go ahead.
Speaking about herself in third person.
Right.
Yeah, Lord
She
Jesus.
over here, and I'm right here. So basically, what happens is that what we're trying to do with Credit Education Group, we're trying to educate individuals to know what to look for. So
Okay.
even though people say, "Oh man, my credit is jacked up," then the phone starts to ring, and they say, "Well, just let them find a place to put something extra on there." All right. So because they figure the credit is so jacked up, one more spot ain't gonna,
Right.
and it's not gonna hurt them. So, but the idea is the fact that we want you to see what's there. We want you to answer the phone. We want you to check the mail and see what's there. I tell you, there's one thing that when you look at the letter, and it's all the time. If you have an actual debt collector that sends you a notice and they put a dollar amount in that letter, they owe you money. They simply owe you money. Why, you ask?
Why?
Oh, okay. Because of the simple fact that when that person...
Excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt.
Yes, you
Did
do.
we do that in harmony? We were good,
Yeah.
girl. I'm sorry. Go on.
Okay, y'all just left me hanging. Okay, but anyway, so what happens is that, so what happens is that because of the fact that that debt collector actually bought that debt, they say that you owed $1,000 because you had a credit card with Sears and you didn't pay it.
Okay.
All right, so now they bought it for maybe $20, but you recognize that there was $1,000 that you owed, so that's what they send you. But they tell you that you owe $1,000, but they paid $20. So under the law, it says that they can't add anything, interest, fees, or anything onto what that debt says. Okay? The problem with that whole thing is that they bought it voluntarily. Right? So since they bought it voluntarily, there is no debt that's owed to them. Like
Look at
ever.
that.
Right, because you don't owe them.
Exactly.
Light bulb.
Right.
Ding, 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 ding.
So what a lot of people do, they panic, they go into these
Oh my
overwhelmingly.
God, I'm gonna
just-
sleep so much
Yeah,
better
oh my
tonight.
God, it's
Even
right
though
there.
I just got my credit cleaned up, I'm gonna sleep better just knowing this
Right.
information.
So,
for
but you
real.
have to understand exactly, because we tell people all the time, you have to know who's coming after you,
Right.
who you're dealing with, to know how to deal with them.
I'm going to tell everybody to call you. I need more
Yeah.
cards when I leave.
I will provide them for you. Thank
This
you.
is amazing in real
Yeah.
life.
Wow. So now look at this, people. Now see, you thought. Now
You know
I
how
know
much anxiety he's curing right now for people?
he's almost like a therapist
Almost.
Like for real. Like
on Tuesdays.
on Tuesdays.
I remember, like, this is so empowering. Like, this gives people what to say and how to respond. If you want to answer your phone, cool. Like he said, you need to know who's calling anyway. But
Right.
now you know what to say. I don't owe you anything. You bought that debt from the people I did owe, and they don't want it because they're not calling me anymore. So I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
So take them off that block call. Let
There
them
you go.
call
Let
you.
'em
Be
call.
free with your phone.
And
That's
don't
what
be
you,
upset. Don't be mad. Let them talk crazy, whatever.
Be excited about it. Matter of fact, lay hands and pray on your phone right now.
That they call.
That they
Stick
call.
their hand that way. Did they call you like tomorrow morning?
High five. I'm
High
so
five.
excited.
Oh,
Like,
that-
Okay.
I'm
Two sides.
excited. This information.
Yeah, take your phone off of do
Block.
not call,
Uh-huh.
block, whatever that is. When
My
they call
God.
you,
Hey.
simply ask them, yeah, be excited about it.
I ain't heard from y'all in a long time.
Yeah, call me tomorrow. Y'all ain't doing nothing? Okay, call me back. So take them off. What you want to do is, you don't have to even ask them a whole lot of questions. They're going to ask you something, so you reply back and you simply say, hey, listen, who is this again? Okay. And what's that account number? Okay, matter of fact, can I get your address? And they might say, well, why? I just need to send you correspondence. Hang up the phone. Because now you just documented who's been calling you. So
That
you got to
you don't owe.
Right. So you don't have to worry about saying, I ain't got time for this, and now your little pressure done went all up and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Simple. Understand that you always in control, not them.
So stop cussing out the dead people,
This is
the
my new
collection
cousin.
people.
This is officially my new cousin.
Yeah.
Okay?
He your
okay.
play cousin now?
No, not my
Real
play cousin,
cousin.
my real blood cousin.
Blood.
First
First.
cousin?
You want cut
First-
your hand?
We can
Okay.
on the commercial.
Yeah.
It's going down. This is love. This is me in deep love right now. I'm excited. I love
lust.
new information. I'm telling you, just like you said, we go to different conferences and things like. Is he gonna be at Ron?
He was going to, as a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought up the Run Women's Conference yet once again.
Yes, ma'am.
Ken is going to be at the Mastermind on July 22nd. And there are tickets available for that. It's only a few now. Just
Fruit.
letting you know, a few.
I need one.
And Ken will be at the Mastermind. You can ask, as a matter of fact, you can bring your phone with you, the phone calls, the recorded calls, the
God.
letters,
Credit reports.
your credit report. You can bring all of that with you July 22nd. That's the
so
Mastermind of
before
the
I cleaned my credit off, I could have made
You
all the
probably
people
still
pay.
can. Take a look at it and see what's there.
We having a
I'll
meeting
show
this
you
week.
Okay.
I promise.
Well, then that means that if she getting some money in the mailbox, she gonna buy us all chicken
Cake.
wings for
Cake.
everybody.
Cake
And
all around.
See,
Yeah.
look at that.
That's your dessert.
That's your dessert. Oh my God.
So listen, oh my God, this has been great information. People, stop avoiding those credit collectors,
Exactly.
those calls.
And buy tickets. Come see him so that you can get this in real life. We don't play around with people who don't know anything.
Now
we
listen.
definitely want to be able to get this information from
Oh
him.
my God, Ken, how can people reach you? Do you have a phone? Do you
I
have a phone?
have several. You can contact us via internet at www.crediteducationgroup.com. You can email me at ken@crediteducationgroup.com, or you can reach me direct
Oh.
or semi-direct
Okay.
at 817-523-9171.
9171.
I think you should repeat that because they didn't have a chance to get their pen. I feel it in my spirit. Somebody did not get the pen fast enough.
And
So-
wait a minute, now, this is not an offer. We're not getting ready to take up a collection. This ain't church. So get your
No.
pen now, because you should have took your pen and Bible and everything to church with you. So you dig deep, go on in your
Get the-
purse,
yeah,
get it
you need
out.
this information.
Now he's getting ready to give you the number again.
So we're going to do it like Charlie Wilson style. You can call my mom on them. You can call. So, crediteducationgroup.com. Check out the website. Get information from there. Matter of fact, on the website, we have an actual free download. So check that out. You can either reach me via email at ken@crediteducationgroup.com, or you can call me direct at 817-523-9171.
Is that doing business hours?
That's doing any hour.
Uh-oh.
Just leave a message. I might not answer.
Right, but they
you
can
can always
call
leave a
anytime.
message. Yes.
Right.
Okay, listen, you may
That's
want to call
awesome.
when we go into commercial. You
In
may want to
real
give
life.
Ken a call, because I know you got some issues.
Completely.
Issueness.
I'm blown away. Like I've been having so much fun this year learning new things, and I can't wait. He is going to be so sick and tired of her.
Of you. And you're going to be, so that
I
means.
can't help it. I'm sorry. Of her.
In the third
Her.
person.
All right.
Yes.
All
she
15 of
she
them.
wants to know more. I don't know if you guys want to call her no more, but I want to know more. I just learned like that was a lot just then, for real.
Oh my God. So listen, Ken, can you give your contact information, your phone number one more time before we go to commercial? Because I believe that somebody ran out of ink. To get another pen,
Save the people, Ken.
All right. So here
put it
we
on
go.
your phone. Just go on, okay, slide it up, do your little thing, password. Okay, get
That's
to
the one. That's the one.
Okay. Okay, now you ready? Okay, you got it open?
Said,
Okay.
crediteducationgroup.com. We'll do it that way.
Yep.
Email ken@crediteducationgroup.com. Phone number 817-523-9171.
And listen, we're getting ready to go to commercial break, so give Ken a call right now. You don't have much time because we got to get back, because he has to be back on the set to talk some more. So give him a call right now. That's ken@crediteducationgroup.com. Email him, call him, send him a, I don't know.
Reach me by railway. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
all that.
We'll be
make
right
your life
back.
simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You've thought about it, dreamed about it, and prayed about it. Starting your own business. Well, you can do it, and you don't have to do it alone. No matter what your business, Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you succeed. Here's Cassandra Bradford.
We're a Christian organization designed to help you succeed at what God has called you to do.
Genesis Preferred Solutions will help you avoid the pitfalls, fears, and costly mistakes first-time businesses often make. They'll guide you through the proper forms and help surround you with wise counsel.
We partner you with other people that can help you become successful. We want to do the paperwork for you so you don't have to.
And Genesis Preferred Solutions offers free training and seminars designed to promote success through the Word of God.
Put action to the plan that you have.
You are the best at what you do. So let's get started. Call Genesis Preferred Solutions now and ask about a tailor-fitted package for you. 800-718-2425. That's 800-718-2425. Church leaders, call today to schedule an exciting free seminar for your church or group. 800-718-2425. Go online to genesispreferred.com and do your own business by the book.
Ladies, join us for this year's Run Women's Conference, July 23rd, 2016 at 8 a.m. with our special guest, Sheila E. Yes, you heard us right, the Grammy Award winner, Sheila E. Looking to be empowered, motivated, and encouraged? Look no further. Join me along with thousands of women as we reset our goals and aim for higher heights in our business and within ourselves. That's the Run Women's Conference 2016. Want a little more glamour in your life? Join us July 23rd at 8 p.m. at Gillies for more Sheila E. with her live band. For more ticket information, log on to runconference.org or text the letters RWC to 313131. Get your tickets now. And we're back on Sisters Unedited, and we have Ken Lamothe with the Credit Education Group. He's been educating us on our credit.
Greatly.
Oh my
I'm
God,
excited.
Tara's so excited.
Really
She had to
over the
go,
moon.
get herself together for real.
I just remember, honestly, stress is like the number one cause of a lot of major health. I'm serious.
Murders?
People have high blood pressure, violence in real life over something as simple as creditors calling.
Yep.
And they talk to you like you took money from their personal bank accounts, and they are
The devil.
Yeah.
The devil breaking the law, and
Yeah,
they aren't
yeah.
even the people that you actually owe. I remember being
Correct.
in my late 20s when I first messed up my credit because I was ignorant, more ignorant than I am now because I know more, especially since we just talked.
Uh-huh.
So you're smart.
But I do remember those moments of and it's like, man, it's like, it wasn't even a lot. It didn't take but one, but that is a very stressful thing.
It is.
So while we are promoting the Run Women's Conference and all of the other events, basically we really just love the idea of empowering people, and information is key. This is why you should be around people who know things that you don't know.
Wow, this has been a fantastic show. Listen, I mean,
It
we're
really
learning
has.
about, we haven't even gotten to credit and credit scores. We've just been talking about the phone calls and the letters. I mean,
Just
that's,
dead.
you in the car just cussing, your windows all foggy.
And you're mad at people that you don't even owe.
Right.
That's the part, and this is actually like a
It's
duh
a gangster
kind of
moment.
moment. But it's
Yeah.
a duh kind of moment. Like, we should know that.
Right.
That
You don't-
should
you
almost
don't
be
think about
obvious.
that. You don't think about that because the people are so convincing on the phone that
They
you
are.
owe them.
Right.
Because I'll let you in on a little secret. I used to be one of them. That was before I got
And
saved.
you converted.
Yeah.
I'm so glad
Before I
you came
got
to the
saved.
cross.
Praise Jesus, he is worthy.
But I got out of that because I couldn't understand how to do that because most of them, you know, I understand that the people that you talk to, they don't know.
Right.
They work for somebody. So they're telling you to do something and they don't know what they're doing and why they're doing it.
They're just making their little paycheck.
Yeah. Oh, I made good money doing it.
I bet you
But
did.
the idea of how you're doing it is not right.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
right.
tell you something that happened. We were walking into a restaurant. We were in Houston, and I get a call. And I bought my daughter a car last year. And they go, hi, we're from the car dealership that, you know, you bought this car. And I'm like, okay. And we noticed that you brought the car in and you said that, you know, your car was in great condition. And I said, you calling me from where? Oh, we're calling from the car dealership, and I'm with customer service. I said, let me ask you a question. Who told you I brought my car in? Because even though I bought it there, I've never taken my car there to have a service.
Right.
So you're lying. So who are you? Because you're not calling me from the dealership.
So first of all, we need to be listening.
She said, well, I'm calling from customer service. I said, of what company?
Right.
And it was not the dealership. I
Right.
said,
Right.
who gave you my phone number?
Mm-hmm.
She said, the dealership. I said, I didn't authorize it. Under the Privacy Act, I
They
did
shouldn't be
not
giving out
give them
any
permission
information.
to give you my phone. Well, this I'm not collecting anything. I said, but you're trying to sell me something,
Right.
which I did not. I said, as a matter of fact, what's your name again? And what is the name of this company? Because I'm getting ready to call them right now. And you know, everybody, if you know me, you know I will sue. I have
like
no
that word.
problem suing you. And so I said, so give me. And all of a sudden, she want to hang up. So I called back.
You know, let's talk. You called. You wanted
You
to
called
talk.
me.
Look, now, let me seg this in. Do you know for our state of Texas, for solicitors, they cannot call you before 9 a.m. and 12 o'clock on a Sunday?
Well, they called. It was what 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I was walking in to get some. We had just got into Houston, and I'm like,
You
I'm
know what ought to be
hungry.
illegal? Here's one of the things that just ought to simply be illegal. Hello, may I speak to Tara? You know, they try to sneak you like you know them personally.
That's ice.
Hey, girl.
Book you in a minute.
First of all, based on your accent, I know that we're not personal friends, okay?
Y'all ain't shoot marbles?
We don't know each other like that, so don't call me by my first name. How can I help you? But I like what you said. We need to be listening and paying attention to who we're talking to on the phone.
Now,
That is-
let me tell you, this is the biggest thing that people do not recognize.
Okay.
We don't understand the verbiage. So when you call and let's say you talk to your bank or you're talking to somebody, and one of the first things they ask you to do, because you recognize, because it's your bank,
Right.
and they say, well, can you verify the last four of your social?
Oh,
And then what do?
You verified.
How
How?
do you verify it?
Some people, I mean, you just say the last four of your social.
Right.
that ain't
And
what
that's what you
verification.
do, but that's
In your
not verified.
dictionary, what is verification? You
Let
say
them
you-
tell you,
Exactly.
and then you verify whether it's correct or not.
How common that is, and we all do it.
It-
Can
yep.
you give me this? Can you verify that? Can you verify that? When they
Give me
always
that.
ask me, can I verify something? I sit there and wait. I said, okay. And I say, oh, sir, well, did you hear me? Absolutely, I heard you.
I'm waiting for
I'm
you to
waiting.
say it so I can
Exactly.
verify it.
So we don't recognize as
Man.
simple as that.
That isn't necessary.
Can you verify that information? You say, oh, let me give you this. Oh, let me give you that. And like, okay, now I'm about to go rob everything you got.
Yeah, thanks.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's
Just free with
Simple
all your
things.
information. Just what's your mother's maiden name and just
Right.
give me
And
the
these
last
things
four.
are
Because I'm getting ready to go
habitual.
charge some on your credit card.
Yeah.
Because anytime somebody asks you to verify anything, sit back and wait.
Because listen, we are running up the chances of being hacked and
Yeah.
stolen
Yeah.
from, because if you just, a small habit like that is really huge.
Yeah.
What is
I
your
am-
date of birth? I said, what's yours? I'm grown. What?
Right.
Well, ma'am, you need to tell me your date of birth. No, I know my date of birth.
Right.
Now I
I'll
will
tell
tell
you.
you this though, for the concept of what we're doing to try to get what we call money in the mailbox is that you're gonna have to give that information so you can get sometimes what they want. Most of the time when I have conversation with these folks, I don't answer any of their questions. I get everything I need to know. All right. So when they say, "Well, sir, I need you to give me this," I said, "Well, I'll tell you what then. Let me ask you this question," and I just keep on talking like I never heard them say anything, right? And most of the time they will give away the form. They will give it away. The problem is that we can't go in and have
Jump
that
on
other
them.
ignorance pop out. You know, your alter ego folks jump out on them
Right.
because then you won't get anywhere.
Where you
Right.
at? I'm on my way.
And that is going to, and that's going to take a little work for some of us,
It is.
because they definitely try to pull that
So
alter
we
ego
shouldn't ask
out.
questions like, okay, so where are you right now?
Yeah. Oh, I do it
I
all
could
the
be
time.
there in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm
Now-
rolling
now-
3 deep. No, we
but
can't say
we're
that.
crazy with, you see with 3 deep or 3 deep?
3 deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
Gangbanger.
You're trying to do some violence. Okay. so a lot of times what happened though is that, but only for debt collection people, they won't give you their address. That's what we have Google for.
Right.
So you don't have to go through all of that. So I'll tell you a story one time when I was working in my other life.
And you- okay.
There was a lady that I was
So-
collecting for,
Okay.
and we would just and I did just like what she did, what they said they did to you. I don't remember her name, and I was just like, "Hey, Kim, what's going on?" And she said, "Hey," and I said, "Listen." She said, "Wait, who's this?" I said, "Look, this is Ken," and back then my name was Mr. Jackson, right? Because that was easy for you to remember. We didn't have
Right.
to get your real name, right?
Right.
So I said, "Well, this is Mr. Jackson." She said, "Oh, okay, well," she's like, "Damn, you got me now."
Yeah, because
So-
now you already verified that you're Kim.
Right. and so from that, we were talking and stuff like that. So she started paying her bill. And it got to a point to where I would just call her all the time right before her bill was due. Her husband answers the phone one day, and he's like, "Man, my wife been telling me exactly how you've been working with us, man, and I appreciate it." And he said, "Can I pay you too?" He didn't have an account with us.
He
didn't
just
have
wanted to
an
give you some
account.
money.
He just wanted to be like, "Man, look, because I'm getting tired of these other people, man, they talking crazy to us, they just doing blah, blah, blah." And I'm just like, "Man, I'm sorry, I love to take your money, but help my little bonus." But since you don't have an account with us, but it was because of that. That's how I talked to him all the time. It was conversation. And that's how
Well,
I
they
did
don't
it.
talk like that when they call.
No.
That little chick from customer service from the car dealership, she was crazy because I was too, and I was hungry and I hadn't eaten all day.
You were hangry.
I was to the 5th power. And so I said, well, first of all, I'm like, let me tell you something. She will know, well, ma'am, that's okay. I said, no, it's okay. No, Brittany.
Oh, it's on now.
Brittany. I said, I'm getting ready, everybody getting ready to get fired.
Man,
Everybody, because don't you ever call me. I said, are you listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? She said, yes, ma'am. I said, if you ever call me again, I'm going to personally put your name on the lawsuit.
There you go.
So,
I'm excited. I'm telling you, I am excited. I haven't had a debt collection call in a while, but I wish one more would just slip through the cracks now that I know what I
the
know.
ins and outs.
I can make
Now
one call
you
you in a
getting
minute.
ready.
Oh my God.
I'll show you a trick.
You know stuff. It's like
Oh
magic.
my God, like magic.
Yeah.
He's
Don't
our
tell
genie in a bottle. We'll share them with you. When we come back, we'll talk some more with
Because
our
we're getting
brother
ready to go.
Ken.
We look on break. We're gonna be asking all
Oh.
kind of questions. So look,
have a
I tell
million
you what, go
questions.
get some popcorn and a glass of wine.
This is so good.
Because this has been some good stuff. Now I want you to look at that number again that you wrote down. I know the lights was out, and you wrote it with crayon. Give your baby back the crayon. You got an ink pen now? Ken, can you
This-
tell
yeah,
the
permanent
people
marker.
you need a permanent marker? Just write it on your arm.
Tattooing you.
We will be right back, and we're going to come back with Ken and more information. And we are back. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you have been
I'm gonna need you to
hanging
put some
here
pep in
the
your step.
entire time. I'm overwhelmed. I'm excited. I really hope that you guys have hung in the entire time. This has been extremely educational. We're talking about being financially savvy, and credit is a huge, huge part of it. But what I love, I will say this, Ken, I want to say it publicly, what I love and appreciate about this man, outside of the fact that he's my new first cousin, is that he has the desire to teach people. I just feel like that goes back to, if you give it to them, giving it to them versus teaching them to fish for themselves. So credit is just one part of being financially savvy, though. What
Yes.
about, here's a pet peeve. People
different show.
look so forward to tax returns.
The other
Just to
Christmas.
go shopping. Yeah, that's the other
say?
Christmas.
That's the other Christmas.
But instead of thinking about their credit, using the money to
Pay off some debt.
get with somebody like this that could help them straighten things out and prepare for a better year next year, they go and get further in debt. They spend more money. They're not doing any saving. That's another pet peeve. To me, you could be learning about the stock market. You could be learning about real estate. You could be, because I went to the Get Motivated conference and I ended up going to a class after that and learned a lot about real estate, and I am definitely about to start investing.
That was a great conference.
It was an
there, too.
amazing
It was a
conference.
great
They
conference.
could
And
have
that's-
even used their tax return. If you still have some tax money left over,
Girl,
you
they ain't
can
got no
use.
money.
Listen, if you have,
April
it's not
19th.
open yet. Yes, still
Over.
some people, but some people still receiving checks though. They
Okay.
can't file anymore, but they could use that money to buy their ticket to go to the Run Women's Conference.
You sure can.
There you go.
You-
I'm just saying,
you-
you want to be empowered and you want to be lifted up and learn some things from some people. That is the place to be.
Man, I'll tell you, July
Be
22nd.
there or be square.
Ken Lamont will be there. He'll be talking about your credit. We have so much going on for Run Women's Conference. Oh my God, we got Sheila E. We got David Moore that's going to be opening. As a matter of fact, he's opening on the Tom Joyner cruise next weekend. So he'll be opening for us. Oh my God.
Are you
this
going on the
band-
cruise?
No, I'm
not-
not.
I'm
going on the
shocked.
cruise. I'm not, but I'll be at the family reunion.
I definitely want to go next year on the Tom
And
Joyner one.
oh my God, who else? We may have Jewel Tankard to come back.
That would be awesome.
She'll be in Dallas. That girl. Now I didn't know that Jewel is so smart. She got to talking about economics. Blew my muffin top back blue. She tried, Lord
Throw
Jesus.
something back.
It was something got blown back my hair. But oh my God, we've got so many people that's going to be at Run Conference. We got Karen Chow. We got Tara. Tara's going to be there. Oh my God, and you got to come hear her. If you have not come to our monthly brunches, Tara has an excellent message. You want to come hear her. We have Kimberly, her sister. She's our hostess with the most. She's our doc. You know what a doc is?
Mm-mm.
Diva of ceremony.
All right.
She's a doctor.
And when we say diva, okay.
Last year, oh my God, we got pictures. She had new hair with new clothes.
Yeah, I have never seen anyone who did a complete wardrobe change.
She had new
Wow.
hair, new dress, new lip color. I'm
Oh, she
like,
came
wait a
out
minute.
And was
Like a
different?
whole new person.
Oh,
Yeah.
One minute she
She
had
came out and
straight
was
hair
different.
with brown lipstick, and the next time she had curly hair with red. I was like, wait a minute, is this the same person? It was
So
awesome.
much fun. Well, let me just say this. I am excited to be a part of that panel. And so thank you, Miss Cassandra Bradford. I am really over the moon excited to have joined this group of people. Amazing. Amazing. We had an amazing time last year, and that's how I became a part. Do you know the story? You don't know the story? I said, Cassandra, the Run Women's Conference was amazing. It was only missing one thing. And she was like, what? I said, me. And she agreed. So I'm excited to be there.
And we have childcare. So
And that is amazing.
we have childcare. So we're
No
trying
excuses.
to remove all excuses. So listen, Ken will be there on July 22nd. We have some investors. So those people that think that they need investors for their business, they're going to be there talking a lot about money. We'll be doing a mastermind, and I've been reading this book. My daughter out in Nashville just really got me involved with this book. It's called One Word. And basically, it's going to blow your mind. And we're going to mastermind your business with one word.
Nice.
And it is going to, I'm not going to say blow your muffin top back, but it's going to blow your mind. It's going to be very, very awesome. Sheila E., we got Alice Comer, we got Carlton. Oh my God, Carlton Lewis and the 7 Mastery Pillars. He was
Nice.
awesome in Houston. Oh my God, I
hate I
learned
missed
so
that.
much. I had like 3 or 4, I was just writing off the pad onto the little tablecloth. So there's some ink on the tablecloth. I didn't do it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to Ken, back to your credit, back to spending your tax refund.
Well, here's the thing. You know, my platform is titled I Am Selfish. I try to encourage people, and you know, for those of you who take the word selfish negatively, that is exactly why I use it, because selfish is not always a bad word. We have to get back to taking care of ourselves personally, of our families, and then of our communities. And you cannot give what you don't have. So to go out to events like the ones we're mentioning, to empower yourself to learn something different, it can put you on the, what was the word again? In the shift. You want to get in the shift. First, learn something. The first investment should be in you mentally, the education. So I am selfish enough to be not only a participant in the Run Women's Conference, but I will be writing on, when I'm not on the stage. Trust my ink pen, and I'm not the iPhone or the tablet girl. I'm old school. I need my pen and my paper because I want to get as much information as I can.
So while if you missed it last year, we hope to see you this year. I mean, we're already planning for next year. You have no idea the troubles that we're getting into this year. But anyway, we're going to have a great time. We have hotel accommodations at the La Meridian Hotel.
Right.
Wow, beautiful hotels. If you've never stayed in a 4 or 5-star hotel, La Meridian, I think it's $107 a night. So you can stay there. We got childcare. We have great food. I mean, man, the food last year.
I'm trying to think. Help me with the list. The different topics that we're covering. We had last year. You had the person who she taught people how to do things on the internet, building websites and doing that type of thing. Because everybody is not really savvy with that. So
we have people talking about blogging this year. We have people talking about marketing.
Is Dr. Perry coming back this year?
Dr. Tamika Perry will be there again.
Oh my God,
so
she's amazing.
If you believe that Diet Coke is going to cause you to lose weight and remove and dismiss all those calories in your extra value meal, think again. As a matter of fact, she is my personal doctor.
Mine too.
And I'm going to tell you, I have never done so much negotiating in my life. I love Dr. Perry. I go in there, you swear you're just having girlfriend time. And she's like, look, I'm going to need you. I'm like, well, can we talk about some other stuff? You know.
But what's awesome is that when you invest in something like the Run Women's Conference, you have made an amazing investment in yourself. Because I'm telling you, you put together, I have to give you credit, you put together an amazing panel of people who really have the goal of helping people. They really, really love help. This is Dr. Tamika, Karen Child, Noah MacArthur, Denise Banks. Is Denise coming
Denise
this year?
is coming back.
These people are, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited.
She can't even sit in her chair.
I can't. I love learning new things, and I love being around empowering people. And the cast of your show.
She got like 7 ink pens right now.
Oh my
and
God.
as a matter of fact, even before Run, we have July 2nd, which is the Run Women Walk. It's going to be the River Legacy Park. It's only 1 mile, people. Stop. I already hear you. I can't. Oh, it's going to be hot. I'm going to be sweating. Not really. Listen, we got Red Bull that's going to be there. They're our sponsor again. As a matter of fact, they're doubling what they gave us last year.
And
it was on
awesome.
10.
They were mixing all sorts of drinks with the Red Bull.
No, that was my brother. He wasn't supposed to do that.
It was stuff that happens with Red Bulls I didn't know. But it was something at the conference. It was a juice. It was innocent, but it was some cool stuff
They
they
gave
did
you more
with
than
it.
wings?
They did.
Yeah.
Red Bull
And
gives
we
you more
have
than
we have some other sponsors too. That's going to be Niagara Water's going to be there. We have some other sponsors. Man, I'm floored. So we have people that are flying in, driving in. As a matter of fact, this year I'm want to make sure that it's standing room only. Because what we have in store for next year, and I can't tell anything because I'm sworn to secrecy, and I know they're going to ask me on break, I can't even tell. But what we even got for next year is just going to blow your mind.
Well,
so you think Sheila E. is hot, and the girl looks good.
She does. I had a friend of mine looking on the website. He was like,
Oh my God! I
wouldn't have thought I would still feel this way about old Sheila.
And I said, Sheila, what is your regimen? What's keeping you so young? She said, I drink a glass of wine and eat chocolate every day. I said, girl, I love you.
Wow.
Not the chocolate part because, I'm chocolate. But that's okay.
Well,
I'm going to try all of that.
I want to once again personally thank you, Ken. It has been a pleasure having. I don't know if she enjoyed you.
I had fun.
I don't know if they enjoyed you, but I need you to know I had a blast. This was very, very, very educational.
Well, can we extend the olive branch? If you ever want to come on to our show again, you are more than welcome.
Well, thank you.
Just bring some chicken wings and some floss.
And some more information. I'm sorry, I don't need the floss or the chicken. The information.
You have to follow us.
Right.
Go to our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook. We're on Sisters Unedited TV on Facebook. Give us some comments of some shows, something you want to hear, topics. As a matter of fact, if you want to be on the show, let us know. I don't know. I don't make the final decision. There's a bunch of us sisters. There's 4 of us. And now we have brothers. So listen, we make decisions about who's going to be on the show. But if you're available on a Tuesday night and you want to come in and talk, and the other sisters say
Just
okay,
let us know.
hey, you just never know. It may be your day to let your little light shine on TV.
And hey, again, to our sisters that we missed, we look forward to seeing you guys all next week, and all of the sisters should be available next week.
Right
Well,
now.
thank you so much for tuning in again. We love having you. We love being here, and we will see you again next week.
Bye.